Hello and good morning. Suzanne here from Nanaimo, BC, and today we're talking about how to create an online business and without a following. Well, as I mentioned in the description, everyone starts somewhere, right? No one just gets online and has a following. Mr. Beast, who's made, I think it's something like 82 million a year, started as a kid in his basement. It wasn't for until 8 years, I think, that he was really started to pop, like really go really big in online. So why is that stopping you? Right? Everyone starts somewhere. When you for in our situation, we have an excavation business, we buy the machines, and then we go out and we look for customers, right? So no one starts a business and people are just breaking down the door to get into your business. You have to start from day one. But there are many ways that you can build that following. And the best way is to decide what is your ideal client, because your message is going to resonate with them. So you can just keep spewing out things and thinking that everyone's going to love it, or you can kind of relate to your ideal client. And the more that you speak to them, the more that it will resonate to them, and they'll be attracted to you, they'll want to listen to you. And in my situation, I am 60, I'm active, and I play the guitar, and I like dogs. And so as I weave these things in and out of my stories, then what happens is those may resonate with other people. So, and when they do, then it allows them to kind of find find things that are similar, right? So I'm just going to tell you a little story about Jimmy here. Jimmy is a perfect example of someone that found his ideal client. So Jimmy lives in Southern Alabama, I think. I'm going to have to find out. But anyway, he's got a really thick accent. He's a beautiful man with a big heart. And he was wanting to better his life. And so he found out about our digital products. And when you listen to him live, he's just a doll. And he'll say, like, well, do you ever go to the gas station and you just can't, you don't know if you're going to have enough money to fill the gas tank? But he is relating to people in his situation, right? So he's retired with not enough funds. He wants to leave more money for his kids. He wants to have a good retirement himself. And how many millions and millions of people are in that same position? So when he speaks about that, people in his same situation are relating. And Jimmy is having $30,000 months, $30,000 US a month. Crazy, right? And as well, when you talk about, or when I talk about, or when Jimmy talks about going to the grocery store and having to bring a calculator or using the calculator on your phone to make sure that you do actually have enough money in your account to pay for the food. You know, so many people are in that position. And we've all been in that situation where, do I have enough to pay all the bills? Life is challenging. And today, with the inflation, and there's basically, we have in Canada, we have banks and we have credit unions. And the credit union in Vancouver is called Van City. And they have 2,500 employees and they're letting 200 go. Can you imagine? That's 200 families. That's 200 families. And maybe in each family, there's 4 or 5 people. So you're looking at 1,000 people affected. And those 1,000 people, where they shop, what they do, now all of a sudden, boom, their wages are gone. And they're out there looking for a job. And in my situation, I'm always looking for a job that can help bring in money because of our excavation businesses up and down. It's cyclical and seasonal. And it wasn't a few months ago, I just went out to 16 different real estate offices and applied for a job, and nothing. And I'm qualified. I've done lots of administration. I've got my accounting diploma. I was in real estate years ago. We've built homes. We've done development, did septic. So it just shows you that there's a real tightness on the amount of good jobs out there. And there's lots of service jobs that pay minimum wage. But let's face it, it's hard to get by on those today. hard to, definitely. So back to creating that following. How do you create your following? You create it by starting, and you create it by knowing exactly who you're speaking to, talking about the things that are important to them. And so that's why I talk about the difficulty of paying for groceries, wanting to pay down your mortgage, wanting to save for a home, right? I'm not talking about going to parties and being a 20-year-old. So I'm not going to attract that 20-year-old. So I'm going to speak to the person that's my age, the person that wants to travel, wants to go south. We live in a pretty good climate here on the west coast of Canada, but in the winter it rains a lot for months and months. So I'm talking to someone that wants to escape the winter, that would love the opportunity to have the funds to be able to go south in the winter. So that is my ideal client. Someone that is 40, 50, 60, that wants to be able to retire and doesn't want to have to scrimp and save, and has that emergency fund, has that travel fund. And if you have kids, that you're able to leave them a good chunk of money when you do decide to leave this world, right? So in having a following, it's really important that you get down to what pain is in their life, because that's going to resonate with them. That's going to make them go, "Oh, I can relate to that." And what is the pain? The pain is worrying when you open the mailbox, is there another bill? Or not being able to drive far away with your car because it's an older vehicle and you don't trust it. I had a friend say to me that they want to go down to Oregon, but they're a little bit leery. It's an older truck. They don't want to replace the truck. They want to see, get as much mileage out of it as they can. So it limits to you where you can go in your holidays, how far you want to drive it with your older vehicle. So those kind of conversations can resonate with people because, let's face it, a lot of us are in that situation. We're not driving brand new vehicles. And nowadays, I've seen people buy brand new RVs and they leak. And so having tons and tons of money in the bank is a dream. But how do we make that dream possible? How do we start that following? Well, there is something that I'd never thought about this before. Having the master resale rights. It's called MRR. And master resale rights are when you own the rights to sell something over and over again. And you can learn all about it when you go to my website called PassivePlanB.com. So it's a plan B that will absolutely become passive. So when we don't have a following, we can sometimes feel sad. And we can sometimes think, how would I start? Like, I can't go online. I don't know anyone. Well, we want to bring you to the happy side. And in order to do that, what are we looking for in a vehicle that's going to take us there? And no matter if you have a following or not, there's a few things that you're going to be thinking about. You're going to be thinking about the time, how much time, what kind of percentage of money am I going to do in any venture that I do? Because if I'm going to create a following, it's got to be good. And I want people to follow me. And for 18 years, I did network marketing. And I brought on lots of people. They loved the product, but it was extremely difficult to build the business. And I'll go through that and why it was. But again, you can have a great following, but is it going to stay? You want to create a following that's going to stay with you and just loves it. And they're creating their own wealth and they're not giving up on their dreams. The other thing is the money, right? Is it decent money? Because if you're going to create a following, why are they following you? Because they want to better their lives. And how do we better our lives? With more finances. Look, you can be all lovey-dovey and flowers are great, but flowers don't pay the bills, right? So we need finances. The other thing is the time, the percentage, the money, and NFL. We'll get to that. And marketing. We'll get to all of these in a sec, but let's go back to time. Time. Currently, a lot of people are doing the 40-40-40 plan, which is working 40 hours a week for 40 years to get 40% of your income when you retire. And I don't know about you or where you live, but I don't have a lot of confidence that everyone that's bought a lot of RSPs, retirement savings plans, or 401, is it going to be there when you retire? How high of a tax are they going to tax you when you go to take it out? So time, you're doing a lot of time, and you could be spending 8 hours at your job and 2 hours driving. So that's 10 hours a day. We have a plan that is a 2-hour workday, 2 hours to create content. And what that looks like is 30 minutes responding to comments and questions, 30 minutes posting on free classified ads, and 1 hour of creating content. And the content is similar to what I'm doing right now, or you can do it faceless. But what I'm doing right now is creating a video that will be online that anyone can look at. Someone could look at this next week, next month, the next year. And when I go to work today and I make $150, I will never ever get paid again for that work. But when I create content, that is creating your following, because someone is going to see this video a year from now, a day from now, months from now. It's like if you wrote a song and you got paid every time it played on the radio. That is what is amazing to me, right? And that's called residual income. Well, if you can create content and people are watching it, they're going to get paid. Every time you watch their video, YouTube's going to pay them because you're a subscriber and you're watching it. But what if they actually went onto your website, they watched the video, and they went to PassivePlanB.com, and they can put their name and email in. They can put any name they want. They're going to get a series of emails. And when they do that, they have an opportunity to buy one of our 4 digital products that are MMR, Master Resale Rights. And what that does, it gives them an opportunity to resell those products over and over and over again to anyone in the world, and they're digital. So that's what's really exciting. So we've dealt with the time because we're going to make it a 2-hour, and over time. And if it takes you 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, where will you be at Christmas? Where will you be in November? Are you still going to be doing the 40-40-40 plan? Or were you consistent, doing the 2-hour workday, doing the content, doing the classified ads for free? And 6 months from now, you are going to be making a living that can give you the option to let go of that. What are your other options? So as we go through this, you'll see why we're so excited about it. So time is huge. You want to exchange that 10-hour day for a 2-hour day, right? The other thing is percentage. In our program, we pay 100%. And you say, how can that be? How could a company make money? Well, we make 100% on the products, and we pay $29 one-time fee for the website. And that website, in 68 days, brought in $7.4 million. So it's a winning website. We know it's working. And that's the website that we get to use. And it's all on automation. So in percentage, we get paid 100% on the products. 100%. In network marketing, you can get 6 to 10%. In affiliate marketing, you can get paid 10 to 40%. And if you're familiar with Spotify, if I was an affiliate for Spotify, it would mean that I get a link. And I can send that link to you. And Spotify is where you get music on your phone. It's an app. Well, it's great, but you get advertisements and you can't do a playlist. And let's say I gave you the link and you said, no, I want to upgrade because I don't want the advertisements and I want to get a playlist. Well, let's just say that it was, I'll just erase it. Let's just say that it was $10 a month. So Spotify was $10 a month. And if I wanted to upgrade, no advertisements. So what would happen if you clicked on my link and you paid the $10 a month? Spotify will give me $2 for every month that you pay the 10. So that's a 20% affiliate fee. So that's what I would get. But in our situation, let's talk about the money. We have 4 products that are done for you digital products that you can sell anywhere in the world, and you get 100% paid. So there's 100, 300, 600, and 900. So when someone goes through your PassivePlanB.com and they decide by the 6th email, like they want it, they're ready to change their life, and they want to learn skills that are in high demand, so they decide to buy the $600 digital mastery. What happens is it goes into what's called a Stripe account. It's basically a payment processor all around the world. It's awesome. And that we link up to your bank account. So what happens? You're in bed, you're sleeping, you're going for a walk, whatever. You get a ding on your phone. You would receive the $600. And what happens? That is 100% payment. Would you rather get the $600, 100%, or would you rather get $2, the 20%? It's a no-brainer, right? What happened to me is that if you buy the 100, you can sell the 100, and you get a website that goes with it. If you buy the 300, you can sell both. If you have the digital mastery, you can sell all 3. But when my girlfriend showed me this, I didn't find out about online, but I found it through her. I actually wanted the Legacy Builder program because you can sell all 3, and I wanted to make $900 a day. So here's what happened. She didn't have it. But because I knew her, I phoned her and I talked to her. And so right away she upgraded. But if I didn't know her, I would have went online and found someone that had it, and she would have missed out on $900. So what happened is I got the Legacy Builder program, and I absolutely love it. And with the Legacy Builder program, not only can I sell any of these for 100%, but we actually have live mentoring with Michelle every Tuesday. It's actually on right now. So that is amazing. So what happens with that is that you're able to sell all 4 and you get 100% profit. And the company makes the $29. So every time someone comes into our business, they need to buy the website. That's bringing in millions of dollars. In 2 months, over 7.4 million, and it's all paid out to us. But to get the website, you pay a one-time fee. So a one-time fee for the product and a one-time fee for the website. So do you think you're going to create a following with these kind of details? Like, of course, right? It's everything you need. The other thing is, in network marketing, you always had to make a list of 150 people, your friends and family, bring product that you have to parties, and direct message people, strangers you don't know on Facebook. So doing that is not necessary. In network marketing, they call it the no friends left. We don't do that. We create content and we post it online. And the people that are attracted to it, that ideal client that I talked about, they're attracted to it, and that creates your following. That's how we do it. And the more people that you have in your email, you can also send them direct, we call them broadcasts or newsletters. And so as your email list grows, that's your following. And you nurture them, and you send them information, and you let them know who you are, and you get them excited about the future and what's happening, and let them know what's happening about people in our community. We have over 23,000 people in our community. So, and as far as marketing, we have a step-by-step blueprint. We have 80-year-olds. Jimmy's doing it. People all over the world are doing it. So it's step by step, and you can do it faceless. We have a lady in our group doing it faceless, and she's almost at the point where she's making as much as her corporate job being a high manager in a hospital, because they will not allow her to work out of the hospital. So she's doing it faceless, and the day will come when she will just say, sayonara, right? So creating that following is really, it's about deciding that you are worth it, that this is worth it, that it has everything you need. It has huge money. It has, the percentage is 100%. You can't get better than that. You're in a market, you're in a trend that is absolutely going up. Right now, it's 1.2 billion people a day looking to learn online, and they're expecting it to be $1 trillion a day by 2027, which is only 3 years away. So you're in a growing market, and you're in a field where it's fun, it's creative, and you can be yourself. You can be authentic. I can be Suzanne. I don't have to be anyone else. And I don't have to work with terrible bosses. And let's face it, we all have had those nightmare jobs where there's bullying, there's discrimination, there's I had a boss that, I was planning events for the company, and he said, there's going to be hard drugs, and you just shut up about it and just to be quiet. So don't have to deal with people like that. No, this is you. You're in total control. And I've been in network marketing companies where they change the plan, they change the product. No, none of that. We have everything we need, and you're in full control. You're deciding, you're starting, you're creating that following from day one. And so what if it takes you 3 months, 2 months, 6 months? Believe me, when that first sale comes in, you're going to be, oh, it was worth it. It works, right? So it's a matter of deciding if you're worth it and deciding that it is now time to take control of your life. And if you don't, can you live with the regret? I can't, because I want to be mortgage free. That is my why. What is your why? Right? But I can never, ever live with the regret. That pain is way stronger than taking action and making it happen. And I'm enjoying it. It's fun. And every day I'm getting another win, another win. Like, it's just amazing. Building my TikTok and learning how to batch content so you can do it. For some people, 2 hours a day is tough. So, because they're maybe working, so what they'll do is they'll do batch content on a Saturday. We teach you how to do that so you can get that content out for the week. So just creating a lot of fun ways to do it and have fun. And the community is so supportive. So that's today. Today is about creating that following. But everyone starts at zero. Like, everyone. There was no such thing as Home Depot. Home Depot was an idea, right? Zillow was an idea. Everything was a thought, and they started, and they got one person interested, then two, then three, then four. And you do not need a lot. Can you imagine 300 people? Can you imagine 300 people over a year wanting your $900 Legacy Builder program? 300 times 900 is 270,000 people. Do you think over a year that you could interest 300 people out of 1.2 billion looking for what you're looking for the same thing that you're looking for? Freedom, flexibility, time, really good money, 100% good money, flexibility, creative, a proven website. Like, let's look at that. What about 100? 100 times 900 is $90,000, right? How about that? How about $90,000 working part-time, creating a following? And once you've done that, then it's only up from there. That 90 will turn into, because now you've created content, right? So you've got all that year's content, and then you're creating the second year and the third year. Then sky's the limit, because now you've created a brand. And when you create a brand, you've got your following, and it just expands from there. And it's just so much fun. So I can't wait to lock arms with you and see you on the inside. My business partner, Sharon, and I, we also do our own coaching. So you will never be left alone. I can't wait to see you on the inside. Take care and have the best day ever. Awesome. All the best.